Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, Palantir announced Pipeline Builder. Pretty awesome product, in my opinion. I don't have access to this yet, so I'm trying to get my hands on it. I think it's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks before I can try this product out. What I'm seeing in the video, one of the things that was really neat is it looks like they're introducing this concept of transforms and unions as like first-class citizens in Foundry, whereas today, when you build a data pipeline in Foundry, you often get a lot of intermediary data sets that serve to do those things, like join things together and transform things out, and that can lead to a lot of clutter in your system. You get a lot of these things building up. So that one looked really cool. The other thing that looks amazing, obviously, is the visual tool. I'm curious to learn how much of their own technology, like Workshop, was used to build it, what parts of their open source projects were used to build it. But it's a visual tool. Based on what they showed in the video, I would say you would have to be on the level of a data analyst to be able to effectively use this tool with that level of technical knowledge. That said, that's not a data engineer. A data analyst is typically proficient in SQL, used to working between different systems like Tableau, maybe on one side, and maybe like systems like Amplitude or BigQuery or Google Analytics, all these kind of things on the other side, and sort of writing SQL statements to bring that data together. That feels like the level of complexity here. Also, the ability to essentially monitor these pipelines, look for failures, add checks visually. All this looks amazing, and they also have the ability to version control the pipeline, which they show in the video. I think he refers to it as a sandbox, but it's using the same branch control system that all of Foundry's data engineering tools use. So having version control in there is massive, and having the quality checks be able to be created by the person using this visual tool as opposed to a data engineer, also massive. The reason the quality checks and the version control are so important is like the death nail to most of these tools that have come out before this has been the fact that they don't produce stability. And because they're an abstraction layer above the underlying technology, it makes issues that occur much harder to troubleshoot. And the way you provide stability in data pipelines is you make sure you have effective change management and you have effective quality checks, right? So the fact they've built that into the system where a sort of data analyst level user can effectively manage all of this is pretty groundbreaking in my book. I'm really excited to play with the tool because the devil is in the details. It's one thing to show a compelling sizzle reel. It's quite another to see how it performs under actual usage. There have been products like this in the past, so I just want to make sure that we're not going back to making some of the same mistakes in previous visual tools. But given the way they've thought about this, it doesn't look like it to me. It looks like this is a really big step forward. It solves some issues with perhaps data set clutter. It empowers non-software engineer types like data analysts to effectively create a pipeline. Now, here's the thing that really gets me excited. If I was a company investing in something as cool as software-defined data integrations, where software can create a pipeline directly from the source data by looking at the metadata and the relationships in the data, combining that with this kind of a tool, you would be able to just crush it. I mean, like that, then you don't need like really any engineer in the works to go from like source data to actual transformation pipeline to actual applications now that team is going to build on top of the data. That's pretty revolutionary in my book. Combining this with ML and AI tools to automatically interpret source data and build a pipeline visually that a human being can come in and then tweak and kind of make perfect through a tool like this, that's going to be a quantum leap forward. And if that's the data strategy at Palantir, like automate, and they can actually deliver it, that's going to take digital transformation for most companies and make it a reality, because that's where most of the risk is. That's where all of the cost typically is in these initiatives. And if they can solve that problem, it's, in my opinion, a huge step forward. So when I get the tool in my hands, I will release a video. Like I said, I think it's like 4 to 6 weeks, hopefully. I'm really excited to try it out. I can envision how this would work for my product and marketing teams. Like right now, they could go so much faster with this tool because they don't have to go back to engineering when they want to ask a new question about data they don't have access to yet. And with Foundry's tools, they can use the low-code, no-code application tools to go in and produce amazing insights for the company at record speed. So I'm very excited. Hats off to everyone at Palantir who worked on this, and I can't wait to try it out.